Okay, last time we were together, I said there were only 4 things that control the golf ball, so let's review that briefly. The first thing that controls the ball, far more important than anything else, is the position of the face of the club when we hit it. Okay, the second thing is the direction the club is moving. So not only does the face need to be square, but when this club hits the ball, it needs to be traveling in the direction I want the ball to go. So we actually don't want the club to swing in to out. Many people think that's correct, but it's actually not. The club should be swinging from inside, back to straight through, and then back around to the inside again in order for the golf ball to start and fly straight. So we have to have the face of the club square and the path straight through. The third thing is when this club comes into the golf ball, it needs to be traveling level to the ground so that whatever speed I have will be going directly into the back of the golf ball. Now that's controlled by my posture. Okay, so the grip controls the face. And we'll go into more detail what grip suits you. But there's not one grip for every person. There just isn't. It doesn't even matter if you have an overlapping grip, an interlocking grip, or 10 fingers. But what matters is the position of the hands on the grip. We'll go over that later. So the grip controls the face more than anything else. The shoulder alignment controls the path, and my posture controls the angle of approach. So I'm going to give you a little word. GASP. G-A-S-P. It stands for grip, aim, stance, and posture. So that will help us get in the right address position. So I really hope that we have a chance to be with you personally so that we can make sure. I suppose I've spent the last 35 years putting people in the proper address position for them so that they have a chance from their address position to get the face square, the path straight at the right angle. So I'll tell you just a quick little story. My mentor John Jacobs was good friends with Peter Thompson, who won 5 British Opens, 5. And when Peter would come to England, he would always go see John, and Peter drove his car up to where John was. John walked out to greet Peter. Peter Thompson got out of the car, didn't say a word to John, grabbed his 5-iron, took his setup position. He said, "John, how does it look?" John said, "Peter, it looks as good as I've ever seen it." He said, "Thank you." He got back in his car and drove to win his 5th British Open. That's how important your setup position is. So most of the time when I'm giving a golf lesson, somebody starts like this, and they're working desperately on their golf swing, but they don't realize they're set up to slice the ball, and until they change their setup, they will slice for eternity. Okay, so we've got to get the setup right. So GASP, grip, aim, stance, posture. It looks like this. First thing I do is take my grip, and then I aim this golf club. It is so important that I set that club down on the ground the way the manufacturers designed it. More on that later. But you can see this would not be right, and this would not be right. So we're going to grip it, and we're going to aim it. So grip, aim the club. We stand to where that club puts me now in the right posture. And then I turn my shoulders and swing this golf club up over my shoulder, and I give it a hit as I turn through. That was really good. See you next time.